Hey everybody.
What's up? Welcome to the Joneses. This is what we do, man. I'm glad that you guys had checked out our last video, and our last video was our introduction, kind of really just talking about our YouTube channel and some of the things that we were gonna be talking about that you might have saw down in the description. Before you do anything, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you can follow us, on our journey in life and the different things and different subjects. Some of them are going to be funny, I guess, because that's relationships. Some of them are going to be very serious about the world that we live in today, or the people that live in the world today, the things that we're up against, and just everyday stuff, man. And, this is like therapy for us, and hopefully it'll be therapy for you guys. You guys can share with us your opinions, so please, you can comment. I don't think anything is right or wrong to say, unless you're being insulting to us or something like that. But what I mean is, it's just opinions. We have our opinions and the things that we go through, and we welcome your opinions and comments as well. So, that's a good thing to do, because we can learn from you and you can learn from us and all that good stuff. So, but we'll kick it off. So I'm gonna go ladies first. So my queen here is gonna tell you about herself a little bit, just a little bit. No, just go ahead.
I'm Bree. I'm married to he. Hey, you didn't think I was gonna be able to do that, right? Okay. Anyway, I work for the government.
Government. She worked for the government.
It's not a whole lot to anything other than being the wife of somebody in the entertainment industry and working a government job. Both of them is work. I'm never off work. That's how I feel.
Never off work. Well, I mean, I know you got some, tell them about the businesses and things you're getting into, or projects.
I have a lot of things that I'm getting into, and then a lot of things that are getting into me.
She made a wine thingy
at a party.
Yeah,
it was.
We're gonna start a manufacturing line. I think we got something going here. Yeah. You can drink, and if you want to take your Ripple home, you can take it off your key ring, plug the bottle, and take it with you. All you broke guys, when you get them twist off caps, with the Sham Ripple, the Sham Pipple, you screw them off and play this off and stick it in there, and then the lady think you got something going classy, because you keep it on your key ring.
They're not gonna think that. They don't believe it. That's not what we're gonna think.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna think you cheap. I'm doing stuff. I'm into real estate investing and just everything. Everything is a hustle. And there you go.
Okay, everything is a hustle. All right, as for me, I'm a long-time house music DJ, and for you all don't know what house music is, I know a lot of the newer generation has an idea of what house music is, or their version of house music, but I'm one of the originators in house music that started here in Chicago in early 1980, like 82, 83. It really started booming in 85, and I'm a DJ, producer, record label owner, Power Mix Group 1 Records Inc., Music Alliance Festival. So I'm a music festival creator that we do annually every year. It's called the Music Alliance Festival. I'll post some links up to those websites and stuff on, at the bottom of our description, and post some logos at the top up here so you guys know what's happening. And what they look like and how to find them. I've been in the industry for 36, 37 years. Hence this. I used to color this, and you know what? As I got older, I was getting worried. I said, man, I should, cover this gray, man. Because, I was looking at my beard when it was, fully all black or, brown, or whatever term you want to use, more so brown for us. And I didn't like it. I started liking to keep the gray. I kind of wanted to keep the gray and was like, man. But I started graying when I was a teenager. I actually started graying in my beard when I was 19 years old, believe it or not. I was getting gray in the beard. I had a 5 o'clock shadow.
At 3:35.
Yeah, and actually in high school, yeah. So, yeah.
Sexy, I like it.
Yeah, so, big ups to the guys who keep the gray, all that kind of stuff. But we were talking earlier about relationships and different things like that, man. And just, how we were debating literally about how we met. And I was saying that, one of the subjects we talk about, is being friends first. We have some friends out there that are, going through and trying to date and do different things. And I told them maybe, this is, again, my opinion, and you guys could tell me if I'm wrong. Should you be friends first? Should you date first? And just talk and keep this, because I'm reading more articles about this saying, kind of keeping the sex and I'm gonna come live with you out of it, because Trevor Noah just said that. Trevor Noah just did an article about that, and he was saying that he believed that what ruins a marriage is living together first, and rather than doing the whole courtship, then marry and congregate together, whatever.
Okay, okay. So I think that's 6 in one hand, half a dozen of the other kind of situation. And I say that because me and my husband met, fell in love, got married in 6 months. It was very whirlwind.
She had she was so cute. She was just, look at her, Miss Crabtree.
But the thing was, we didn't meet trying to date.
Mm-hmm.
We met trying to do business. Man, and he is a taskmaster. But anyway, so we met trying to do some business together. He was doing something and he was asking for somebody to help him out on some of the organizational side. And I was like, cool, no problem. But as we talked, as we got to know each other, it just fell into a more kindred spirit kind of thing and a deeper connection. And mind you, we didn't see each other for, how long was it? Almost a month or something like that?
It was over a month, almost 2.
Yeah, before we ever even saw with each other.
Before we even saw what each other, well, we kind of knew what each other looked like thanks to Facebook.
Right, exactly.
But, we didn't see each other in the physical until much later. But we got together on a business thing because I was trying to work on some projects, trying to bring them into fruition, which hence now is the festival. And we talked every day, and then we found that we had a lot more things in common, and we got closer. At the time, and I'll be honest, I was in a relationship, and the relationship was horrible. I was pretty much, I know a lot of women be like, here we go, but no, I was seriously on my way out the door. I was tired. I was ready to move out of state, out of country. I wanted to go.
And hold on, let me clarify. No, I did not come and break up nobody's happy home. So let's don't go.
No, she did not.
When I talked to him, and as we were talking as friends, and he was talking about business and stuff, he mentioned he was in the preparation stages of moving to another state. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking, okay, well, then what are we doing? I mean, how you gonna have a business, or how you gonna do all this stuff, and I'm doing all of this, and you finna run off to another country and go get you some milk and cigarettes? I mean,
call you. I was gonna call you. We email and we can nice. Skype. But that's how you do business out of town.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, so
that's how you do business out of town. Skype.
Anywho,
email.
So
texting.
When he was doing that, I was like, okay. Well, now I wasn't sure if it made any sense for me to do any of this. But as we talked, he was like, maybe I'll stick around. So I'm thinking, well, maybe he's going to stick around because he still wants to get this business going, and it looks like it might, move somewhere. Maybe that's not why he stuck around. But no, I didn't go break up somebody's household.
No, she did not. You know, it was a thing when I was in a relationship, and it just, you know, we both grew apart. Is, you know, a lot of different stuff going on where it was just like, nope, can't do it no more, gotta go. And we just, in the process of me leaving and packing and going, it just kind of happened. It was just one of them days. It just kind of happened, and we ended up just kind of figuring out that we really liked each other, you know, and we got together. But so going back to what we were saying, you know, being friends. I mean, isn't the thing like you get in that? I think dudes get worried because if you get in that friend factor thing, then
you're gonna get in the friend zone.
You're gonna stay in the friend zone, and you never get the cookies because they, you know, friends. You never get the cookies.
Friends don't let.
They give you the pity cookies. They be like,
you get crumbs. You get crumbs. You get the cookie crumbs.
Dexter get the oatmeal cookie and a big chocolate chunk. You get the sprinkle. Like, well, I guess I give him some because he's so nice. He just looks so sad. I don't give. He just looks so sad when I don't. I really don't want to, but okay, you know.
But here's the thing with that. I do think you should get to know somebody, and I do think one of the things that worked for us is, aside from the fact that we, as we were talking, we got to realize we liked each other as people. You know, let me say it like that. But not only did we have certain things in common, because I was a huge fan of house music, always has been, and that's what he did, so that's great. But what we have found, even as we've been together, is how aligned our spirits are on so many other things. I mean, it'll be times where we're sitting in two different rooms and he'll bust out and say something. I open my mouth to say it and he'll say it. So it's not, and I'm not just talking about, we're that twin flame. I'm not just talking about that.
We finish each other's words. You say, but itch. No.
But I mean, but just like I said, we agreed on. We had the same ideals. I'll say that. So those are things that are important too, and our goals. And somebody I learned stuff from every day. It amazes me, you know. So I think those are things that are important. That whole physical attraction thing, that's your initial thing and all of that. But like I said, I do think friendship is important, because my mother told me something a long time ago, and she told me, marry somebody that you like. She said, loving them is great, sex is wonderful. She said, but trust me, whether you believe in that, all of that is going to die out and die down. Marry somebody that you can talk to. She said, because if you have somebody, y'all always going to be able to talk. And that was weird coming from my mother, not in that respect, but she didn't really do relationship advice kind of stuff. But she told me that, and I never forgot that. And though over my times, I didn't always have that, but I had that with him in a very mature, I guess that's the only thing I can think of right now, but very mature way. It was not just, we could talk on the phone for hours and hours. No, not just that. It's the things that were important were things we could talk about and agree upon. And so.
Yeah, and I think another part of it too was, I think we were both at that point in our age and relationship frame of mind where we knew what we wanted. We put on the table what we wanted, and it was that thing where, like, take it or leave it. So, like, you come to somebody, and I think that's good in a relationship. I think a lot of relationships mess up is when you guys or we as people don't come to the table and put our cards on the table. Really be open and transparent about who we are and what we want. Now, I also know sometimes when you get in a relationship, you don't always know who you are, what you want, or where you want to go. Yes. And that can cause problems down the line. So I would encourage a lot of guys and ladies out here that figure out who you are. You know, I had to address the man in the mirror and say, the biggest eye-opening experience I ever had with myself was getting in the mirror and admitting to myself who I was, what I wanted, how I wanted it. And that was like a weight off of me. And I never realized I carried that weight for so long in my life. I just never realized it until I said it to myself and then lived it after that, saying it and living it after that, saying, this is who I am. This is what I want. I'm not deviating from that. Take it or leave it. If I die with somebody, if I die alone, then damn it, that's how it's gonna be. But whoever I get with, they gotta take, you know, Derek Jones for himself, or Derek Smoking Jones, or DJ Derek Smoking Jones, or whatever, for who he is, or you don't, and that's cool. And that's cool. And we were at that point where we were also like, yeah, we kind of getting older, and all the shenanigans and the BS and the playing games and the dipping off, and I'm gonna go see this one and that one, and I'm gonna do this, you know, all that was just kind of like, nah. You know, after a while, you know, you get tired of childish games and you start to become an adult, and you start thinking like one. And
even if you're 50.
Yeah, even if you're 50. So you have to do those things, man.
And I hear so much from mature women, your 40s, 50, around that age, where they're still trying to date, and they like, man, why don't these guys figure it out and get their stuff together and know what they want, or whatever that is. And I think, I absolutely think that's important, because everybody needs to be in a place where you know what you want and who you are, but also have somebody that, because I don't care how old you are, 6 or 60, you're continuously in a growing pattern. That's just the nature of being alive. You're never I would hope that you wouldn't be the same person at 20 and 30 and 40. Have somebody you can grow with. I've seen growth in myself. One of the things that I got from my husband, I learned from my husband, like I said, I admired my husband aside from everything else, is I've always been a 9-to-5. That's what I did. I knew you're going to go to work, and you're going to work your job, and you're going to retire from your job. And watching him do what he does made me realize and accept that 9-to-5 life really ain't the greatest life, and I can do other things. So as he's moving along his path, I'm still able to grow as a person without us having to grow apart, without us having to be separately. So you want to find somebody that you can, even in your growth, you all will grow together. You might not grow at the same pace, but that's okay. That you're not in your growth growing apart.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. So, you know, we just wanted to give you those tidbits about us, man. And if you guys got any comments or any experiences or anything that you would like to share with us, or if you got questions, you know, that you think will relate to something that we can answer that we may have lived through. I mean, we're going to try and address a lot of things, and we're definitely going to get more videos out just on our day-to-day clowning and the things that
we experience. And one of the things is we'll be sharing a lot of what our bananas and madness life is like, because it is. And one of the things that we did not mention, and I think we should, what makes us also a little different in certain things is we are at a stage, we don't have children in our house. It's just me and him. So when you have kids in the house, you're able to, when you're not in the same space and not aligned in the same space, not in sync, you have kids as a distraction. We had to be able to be okay with me and him. You know what I'm saying? There was no distraction.
No dog, no
cat, no nothing. It's just me and him in here making it work and working it out. So yeah.
And if the kids were here and the dog and cat, we'd be putting them to work. Dog be walking around with a billboard, you know, advertising where her businesses are, how to find my records and my music. and the kids would be working in the recording studio and recording and getting out there, pressing records and doing live sound and stuff like that. So yeah, we be putting them to work, because that was one of the things why I try and work so hard now, is I want to build a legacy for my children. And that's a whole nother story. I'm gonna get into it with y'all about my children and that hurtful thing, but we will talk about it, man. So hey, stay with us, like and subscribe.
Yes,
ring the bell. Come hang out with us, man. Please give us feedback and tell us what you think of what you're going through, and maybe,
or if it's nothing, because I don't want you all to think that we all Debbie Downer and we're therapists and we're trying.
No, we ain't therapists. Y'all may end up. Ooh, no, don't.
I know, right? Matter of fact, if y'all have some suggestions on how to keep us from killing each other, it's okay. That works out. Please.
Nothing at all. Yeah, I'm like this. If she passed away, I'll probably be about 5 minutes behind her. So there.
Yes, he would, because I would take him with me. Mm-hmm. I need somebody to talk to.
All right, y'all. Thanks for following us. Please subscribe, ring the bell, man, so you'll know when our next videos are coming up. I will be dropping some of my tracks in the background, so if you hear something you like, I also put the link down there if you want to get them. If you hear something you like in the background. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in this particular video. I know in the intro, the track that you hear, the Joneses, that's a edit that I did, a remake of the actual Joneses song, the Jones Girl song. So you can get that. I'll post the link for those too for you. All right, man. God bless. Be safe. Keep it real. The Joneses.